Well, let's bring you now some reaction to that debate then. A short while ago, I spoke to our correspondent in Moscow, Cordell, and I put it to him that inevitably there were some very stern words towards Russia from many UN members.
Very stern words, of course, led by the US and NATO allies who've been warning Russia not to recognize those breakaway Donetsk and Luhansk regions. The US accusing Russia of tearing the Minsk agreement to shreds. This is the ceasefire deal that was struck in 2015, which ended the worst of the hostilities following the outbreak of war when pro-Russian separatists first tried to declare their independence in 2015. Ukraine also with some very strong words, as you would expect, accusing Russia of being a virus spreading not only through the world but also through the United Nations. And then on the other side we had some of Russia's perceived allies like China calling for restraint and taking a much more middle of the road approach. Of course, what happens now matters outside the UN. As a member of the Permanent Security Council, Russia can veto any UN action, so there's not likely to be any hard-hitting response from the UN. But as we move towards sanctions and any other possible response, what happens now will be determined in the national capitals, and we're likely to see a lot more of that later today.
Jake Cordell there in Moscow talking to me a little earlier on. Well, what